Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and it's Friday, so it is a Friday funny. And this Friday funny is, it's fun to do bad things. This is part 3 of a series I've done on this topic, I guess. And this ended up with the person being remorseful and sorry, and that would be Pierce Brosnan, who pleaded guilty. Today is March 14th, 2024. He pleaded guilty to walking on Yellowstone thermal area. This was even on the Department of Justice website here. And Pierce Brosnan fined for foot travel in a thermal area in Yellowstone. So this article here in the Cowboy State Daily has the most information. He called it a foolish thing to do, and he said he felt highly embarrassed and ashamed. And in the first video I did when he was arrested, I said, I think that's about what he's going to do when he comes to court, is show remorse and take responsibility. And here he is. And of course, that doesn't go over well in Yellowstone. So he appeared by Zoom at the Yellowstone Justice Center, and he agreed to plead guilty to foot travel in a thermal area, a Class B misdemeanor, and agreed to pay a $5,000 fine and have 2 years of unsupervised probation. So that was the deal they arranged. The judge actually only sentenced him to $1,500 without probation. They talk about that later here, but the judge said that, "I'm sure you will not be doing this behavior again. I'm convinced you've learned your lesson." So something, maybe you thought you'd never see, United States versus Pierce Brosnan. So he went to court today, and they're just talking about, they bantered before the meeting, before the hearing, and Pierce just said, "Guilty, Your Honor." And they say that he shared that photo above on his Instagram account, which has more than 2 million followers. So here's where he went off at Pleads Spring. He stepped over this railing, and there's a reason that railing is there. However, right here, foolish, embarrassed, and ashamed. He repeatedly expressed remorse for his actions, and he said, "I wasn't fully aware then, but I am absolutely 100% aware now." He said that, he was so engrossed with the beauty of the landscape and wanted to get pictures of the beautiful rock formations to share with his wife, Keely. That's when he stepped over the boardwalk to pose on the snow-covered Palette Springs. So the lawyer asked Brosnan a few questions, specifically about the signage, and Brosnan said he saw no sign before he foolishly stepped over the defense. So it says here that in his defense, the short stretch of boardwalk between Palette Springs and the parking lot near Liberty Cap is nearly devoid of cautionary signage except at the entrance, and there are no cautionary signs in the immediate vicinity where Brosnan stepped off. He said, if I had known or seen that sign, I would have never done it. When I'm in parks, I I myself consider the fence a clue of, um, but right here, when he said his wife informed him of the recklessness, and he was thoroughly distressed once he learned he had broken the law and potentially damaged the thermal feature. So yeah, his wife's a big environmentalist, but the U.S. Assistant Attorney Ariel Calms, she said that the Yellowstone Rangers described Pellet Springs as one of the most fragile features in the park. And she described Pierce's action as somewhere in the middle of accidental and egregious. However, she was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. She pointed out that the Springs photo was one of several Brosnan posted in an Instagram carousel, and it wasn't the primary picture of the post. For that, she said her and the attorney's office convinced them of the accidental nature of the incident. She said that, it wasn't the first photograph. You had to scroll through the others to see it. There was no mention of where he was. So that's the prosecutor coming to his defense in some respects. They said, in similar cases, social media can be an aggravating factor, and that adds to the severity of the incident. The prosecutor didn't believe that was necessary in this case, especially since Brosnan deleted the photo less than a week after it was posted. And the prosecutor said that contrasted Brosnan's actions to another extremely egregious incident at the Pellet Springs, where a man was seen jumping up and down on the thermal feature and tearing it up deliberately in front of dozens of witnesses. That person had to be removed by law enforcement and faced imprisonment. They said that Brosnan went over the boardwalk and immediately stepped back. It was only witnessed by his son and two friends, which was why jail was never considered. She said, Mr. Brosnan isn't proud of himself. We've seen his remorse. It's genuine. So that's from the prosecutor. And they determined that, yes, there was no evil intent. And so the plea agreement between the prosecutor and the defense for the $5,000 fine, 2 years probation, right here it says with a concurrent 2-year ban from Yellowstone. But the judge, Hambrick, accepted the plea, but not to the exact terms. She said that rarely do I have the opportunity to reach so many people as I do in your case. But she believed the $5,000 fine was too much, driven more by Pierce's notoriety than the severity of its actions. She acknowledged he had no evil intent, like dozens of others cited and sentenced for similar offenses. So they say right here, it's not fair to punish you because we think you have a lot of money. Oh, okay, funny, because, wow, I could have sworn somebody that had a lot of money just got punished in another court, so it would be nice if all judges operated by that. But yeah, the judge said she decided to skip over parts of the general lecture she gives to defendants in similar situations. She believed he has since learned more about the delicate nature of thermal features and why the park prosecutes such violations. So what she did was she sentenced Brosnan to a $1,500 fine, $500 to the U.S. Treasury, and $1,000 community service payment to the Yellowstone Forever Geological Protection Fund. But Brosnan was welcome to make a larger donation if he liked, so I wouldn't doubt that he would, just for public goodwill. So, and the judge agreed, that she waived the 2-year probation, saying that she didn't see the need given Brosnan's genuine remorse. So, yeah, Brosnan agreed 100% to the community service payment and ended his public comments with the final "Thank you, Your Honor." So he's got 14 days to appeal the sentence, but they say that there's no indication he intends to do that. So yeah, we'll see if it comes out what his donation is, but Pierce right here. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have a little chuckle. Doing, bad things is fun until you end up in front of a judge and are remorseful for it. But he took responsibility, and the thermal features were not damaged this time, and he's maybe can use his voice to set an example for others to stay in bounds. So one little more chuckle, and stay tuned, people.